All right, we are back. We're live. Welcome to Foxtrot's Hangar, everybody. I'm Foxtrot, your host, and right above me is my in real life next door neighbor, good friend, and co-host, and VATSIM toe dipper, treetop,
Yes, toe dipper would be right.
treetop flyer. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna take a crack at VATSIM tonight, and I've dabbled a couple of times, and I did it. My first time was actually with STW 222, who has since gone on to learn how to do air traffic controlling in VATSIM and is an air traffic controller. And he's streaming right now. So we're going to be spawning in at his airport and hopefully doing some circuits, doing some touch and goes, and just kind of stay in this pattern there and try out some VATSIM. But first, we have to get configured for VATSIM. This is a learning process for me, and I encourage anybody that's familiar with VATSIM that's in chat. If you have a piece of advice, go ahead and share it. But just know STW is also going to be on voice with us tonight, and he's going to be helping out as well as time allows, as he's not directing traffic, right? Um, so just mention that so I don't get all different kinds of advice from different directions. But at the same time, I want to learn, so I'm open to it. You know what I mean? All right, so it's KHUF tonight, but there's a couple of things that we need to do first, and I'm going to be taking some notes as I go along. First thing, if you're streaming and you're on Discord, is you've got to set some Discord voice settings, and so I'm going to make a note. Discord number one. Discord. It's push to talk kind of slash mute push to mute setting. So we're gonna jump in there. Oh, STW is coming through with a subscription. Man, this is too much. This is awesome. STW, thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Nice.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see I had 3 different chat matches. I was trying to get it to show the matches thing. This is the third time it just I finally got it to work.
Yeah, because you have to do the message in order for it to carry up there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for that, man. Okay, so Discord. Let me share my Discord with everybody. Gonna be on my right monitor over here. And we're gonna go down here to voice and video. And I'm gonna show you what I did. So it was under keybinds. So right now I'm still on voice activity. Okay. So VATSIM requires a push to talk solution. Okay. And if you're streaming and stuff, it's kind of like, kind of hard to stream and have to be pushing a keybind the whole time, right? So there's kind of an alternative way of doing this where you can leave this on voice activity right now. So we're just going to leave that there. But we're going to go down to keybinds. And then you're going to say add a keybind. Okay? And you can see I've already created one right here. Okay, it's this action. But you'll say add a keybind. And it'll say action unassigned. You're going to say push to mute. Right here. And then you're going to say record keybind. This keybind needs to be the same keybind that you have set up for push to talk with VATSIM. And for me, it's the control key. So here you'd hit record keybind, and then you hit the control key, and it captures it. Okay, so I'm going to kill that one. I've already got it. So anytime I push the control key, I'm going to be broadcasting on VATSIM, and you will not hear me, right? They won't hear me on Discord. It's muting. They're not going to hear what I'm saying. How's that going to work? Because you hear it on the stream. Yeah, you'll hear it on the stream through my microphone. That's right. Okay, that's right.
Well, see, you only press it when you're transmitting on VATSIM.
But will the people in the stream hear me? Like we hear you when you're transmitting, so it should be
Yeah,
fine.
the stream will hear you.
Yeah. I was like, oh
It'll
man.
only mute you on Discord while you're holding the button, and then as soon as you let go of it, you're talking in Discord again.
Okay. Yeah. But the stream hears me the whole time, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. But Treetop may not be able to hear me then, unless he has the stream going.
Well, he's gonna be on VATSIM anyways, right? Even if he's just sitting there.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd
Yeah, so
hear
he
me
can-
over the radio.
I'll hear you one way or the other.
Okay, perfect. That's my
One
concern
way,
right
one
now.
way. If I don't hear you on Discord or VATSIM, then I'll hear you. I'll switch over and I'll listen to Twitch. Let's just do it, cause yeah, that's the way we're gonna go
Okay.
with it for now.
I think it'll work. Let me give a couple shout outs here. Stole Sim Pilot, yes, we're gonna be running on VATSIM tonight. Wish us luck. Oh my god. And Viper Strike says good evening. He's in the house. Welcome in, Viper Strike. Stole Sim's gonna be running some updates and he hopes to be on soon. So, all right. Okay, so we've got this set up. So if anybody else is like new to VATSIM and kind of wondering, what to do and how it works, hopefully learning from my mistakes will get you through, and through STW's mentorship will get us through. Okay, so we've got this set up. I'm gonna hit escape, and we should be good. And let me turn that off. Okay, we're back here. Now the next thing that we want to do is, I think maybe in the sim, get the sim set up. Okay, so in the sim, I want to turn off multiplayer. I think we do this in the world map.
You can do it in the world map or data. It doesn't matter which. I just prefer the world map because then if I want to invite someone to a group, have one or two people fly along, I can do that.
Okay, so we're here. We're going to turn off multiplayer. So it's going to be off or group only.
It looks like there's some sort of error thing in the middle of your screen on your stream.
Dang, I don't see it. Oh, wait. Yeah, what is that?
Maybe that's some overlay you have.
Error occurred. Don't see any errors on my end, though.
So that's only on the stream and not in OBS you're seeing that?
Yeah, and I'm not seeing it on my middle monitor here where the sim is. Not seeing it over on Discord.
Do you see it on OBS, though?
Not see it on OBS.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Oh, wait a minute. Move it around.
Well, then that's one of your layers, right?
Oh, an error occurred on sound alerts is what it is. That's the sound alerts thing.
Oh, then refresh the sound alerts
Yeah, let me try
thing
that.
then.
Good eye. Sound alerts? Okay, I'm turning it off. No sound alerts tonight. Got other things to worry about. Okay, here we go. All right, so off, group only. And then later on I can add somebody to the group, right? If I wanted to be able to see them, correct?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
they'll be forced into your weather and time though.
okay. And if they're familiar with VATSIM, then they don't need to be in my group or whatever, I guess. Because we should still see
Or
them.
if they want to try VATSIM, although you got to take like the whole test thing before you
Right.
Good on VATSIM. It's not difficult at all. There's
It-
been some people I'm amazed how they passed the test.
and you might be amazed again tonight. No, I'm kidding. Air
No,
traffic, I have.
you know mostly
Yeah,
what you're
I
doing.
know,
It's just your
I know.
nerves.
It's just my nerves. No air traffic will be displayed. That's off. That's what we want. Weather and time. Right now, I'm going to go in live, but I think we're going to change that because you were saying it was like IFR conditions.
Yeah,
So,
hit preset. Go to
okay,
clear
clear sun,
skies preset,
clear skies.
or
Where
few
is it?
clouds if you want to do that.
Let me do high level clouds. I like that one. Okay, high level clouds. And then we're going to have to edit it to match live conditions, correct?
Maybe you can only edit it while you're in the sim. I don't know, because I don't see a spot where you edit it there.
Yeah, so we'll do that when we get there. Okay, so
Maybe you got to do custom. And normally you can hit a preset and then
there it
edit
is.
the preset, but
There it
I don't
is.
know.
We're there now.
Okay, so in temperature, what do you want to put there? So it's 12 degrees Celsius. What's that in Fahrenheit? Like 50 or something? You just move the slider.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 50 or what it is. Cat?
And then the pressure, you want to move the slider to about 299 or 8. It can be 0.02 off or something like that. It doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, what was it again?
Oh, the temperature is 50 degrees
I got that one.
Fahrenheit. No, it's 12 degrees Celsius. Actually, no, it is in Fahrenheit. So yeah, you put 50. The altimeter is 299 or 8.
2 9er. Got that? Is that all I need? Wind or anything? And I don't hear you right now. Might be on his stream. StolSim, the flight plan that we're going to file is just going to be within the circuit of the airport. Is all we're doing for tonight. We're just going to do some pattern work and stay in the circuit. So yes, we'll be filing a flight plan, but it's going to be what is that airport code? KHUF. The KHUF.
Yes.
Yeah, KHUF.
Yep.
KHUF. Yep.
And so, Flox, you also need to go change the winds so that they're accurate. So you click the little wind layer.
Add a wind layer.
No, just click the wind layer. It's
Okay, I see
on
it.
the right side of the altitude thing.
Yep, right there. Got it.
And then you'll want to set the wind from 190.
190.
You can also type it if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that. 90. Okay, speed.
Oh, you gotta,
Whoop.
yeah, make sure you delete the extra 0. Yep. Speed is 10 knots.
10 knots. Okay, got it. Any gust? Probably want the gust coming from the same direction, 190.
Yeah, you want to set the wind gust thing to the same stuff.
Gusts per minute, I'll just leave that at 35. I think that's okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Yep. And then what about the cloud layers? Do we got to worry about that?
You can set that to whatever you want.
I'm going to accept whatever the defaults are there. Okay, so we got that set.
You know, as long as they're above 5,000, you're fine.
And 10,000 is closed. Okay, that's good. All right, so there's no save function in here. So that's done. I'm going to hit close. And now, should I spawn in before I do the pilot stuff? or do the vPilot stuff first?
Install. I don't pilot. What do you mean Pilot Edge app? Box, do you know what that is?
Yeah, Pilot Edge is the alternative to VATSIM.
Oh, I see.
So you shouldn't have to do that. There might be a setting in there that we might need to check. Oh, it's in chat. Yeah, Pilot Edge is another type of like VATSIM utility. What we're using is called vPilot. What VATSIM uses. And what you see here, that black box with center, approach, and tower and stuff, that's the vPilot application.
I don't think they can see vPilot.
Oh, they can't. Why not?
You're probably just sharing the sim.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that black box there, that's the vPilot application. And here, let me close this. This. And this is what the vPilot application looks like here as an icon on your desktop. I also have VATSpy fired up on the other monitor. We'll be looking at that in a minute as well. Okay, but let's get back to, and let's get vPilot. And when you fire it up, it goes through these checks and scans your installed aircraft and such. What? I don't think I have the Piper installed tree. I'm gonna have to do it in the SkyMaster.
What's the issue?
I don't think I have the Piper installed in my inventory yet because of the update yesterday. I forgot all about it.
Oh no.
So
You can do it in a Skyhawk, just whatever plane you're comfortable with.
yeah, I can do it in the SkyMaster. I think I'll take a look and see. Be able to do it in the
I mean,
SkyMaster.
shoot, you couldn't do worse than a guy earlier. He spawned in a 748 asking for pattern work, and I told him no.
Oh, gee, many Christmas. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so
I maybe would have done it at Louisville, but not here when we have one runway.
Yeah, no.
right, flight type is VFR. Even though in the sim in real life it's kind of like IFR conditions at the moment, we're going to choose VFR, and we've changed our settings to reflect VFR, but we've got our temperature and air density and all that set up for real life conditions. Our departure airport is KHUF. Our destination airport tonight is going to be KHUF. Alternate airports. I'm going to have.
Yeah, your VFR, you don't need one.
Okay. That blank. Departure time in Zulu hours. See, it's 2:25 UTC.
You know, you can't actually follow the flight plan until you connect, and you have to be spawned in to connect.
Okay. All right. I'll just get this filled out and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because it'll at least save what all you put in there
Right.
if you close the window.
Right. Departure time, I think, is going to be, I'll say 2:45 UTC. So 0:45. Fuel available, 3 hours is good. Cruise speed. Sucker. 150. Do not have. Well, do I? All right. Speed is 150. Altitude 1,500. Probably be okay for the area, but I'll just leave that there. That's fine. And then under route, I have a note that says traffic work in pattern. And then under remarks, which also gets shared with the ATC controller that's on VATSIM, I think they'll see this remark where I write new to VATSIM. Is that correct? SW, that this information comes across to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So down here I have voice for sending and receiving. That's checked. And I think I can hit save.
You don't hit save. That'll
Don't hit
actually
save.
save like a file to your
Oh,
computer. You
okay.
can just hit close. It'll close and it'll keep all the stuff there.
Okay, cool. All right. And then settings. I want to check my settings. Audio. Yeti. Speakers. Talk should be control. Right control. Right control. That to be the left control. Set new push to talk. Left control key. Here we go. Apply. Okay. Glad I checked that. Okay. Let's spawn in. All right. Now before we spawn in, we need to become familiar with the airport and the taxiways and the GA parking area, right? General aircraft. Hey, Cold Nebo, welcome in. So to do that, what is that application called? That it's a website where you do all that stuff. Called uh,
What is what?
Sky Vector.
Yeah, Sky Vector. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go to my right monitor. Okay, and so I just got on a website, right, in my browser, and I typed in skyvector.com, just sharing this with everybody. And this is how we're going to learn and become familiar with the taxiways and in the the how to navigate around this airport, KHUF, right? So, right, I think I can search here, KHUF here. So, and is this edit? Let's see, KH. Oh, cool. Here we go. Didn't take me exactly to the airport, but I was able to click on the little information button, which brought up this information for this airport. Here is the diagram I think that we're interested in. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay. And
Yeah, Flock. Something I want to point out about this airport diagram. In your sim, Foxtrot used to be a runway, and now it's a taxiway. It's on the west side of the airport, just
right
north
here.
of runway 15, west of runway 14.
Oh, there it is, going up and down right here. This used to be a runway, but it's now a taxiway. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
The runway was a lot longer than what that taxiway is, though.
okay. To me, it looks like it's a taxiway in this aircraft in this diagram, though.
Well, yeah, in your
Okay.
sim, it'll look like a runway.
In the sim. Okay, gotcha. All right, thanks for that. Okay, let's see. I am gonna be in the 337 full sim. Harrison Ford would still land on it, right? Giant pickle. How funny. And Treetop is in a Piper Warrior. I screwed up and didn't have my I didn't have my Pipers loaded in tonight. All right, so GA parking. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to take a look at this and say, okay, where is, GA parking? And then from that, I want to take a look at the names of the taxiways so that when Stu is giving them to me, I'm kind of familiar with the layout of the land here. So parking.
Yeah, it'll say FBO on the chart.
Yep, I see FBO right here.
Or you could spawn in a hangar if you wanted to.
That would be kind of, let me spawn. I think it will.
Uh,
I think I get on over. Yeah. Yeah, I'll spawn up there on ramp 29, I think, which is going to be kind of like area here. All right, so let me choose ramp 29. That is departure. The treetop is spawned in. That's cool. And let me turn this off. Okay, and then so because I'm spawning in here.
you still got the web browser on your screen?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to leave it up for one more second. So I'm going to be spawning
Okay.
in next to this hangar. And let's see, the wind was coming. So I think the wind was coming out of the southwest, if I recall. So I'm wondering if you'll give us runway 2. So here's runway 23. So
You can listen to the ATIS when
yeah, I
you
will.
get spawned in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I will. But we're going to be here. If we go to run 2-3, then we're going to be dispositioned, come down to Alpha 1 and hold short at 2-3. Yeah, Alpha 1 or Bravo, depending on where he wants to put us on the run. Or if we're here, we're going to be over on 1-4. It taxi us over there by Delta, hold short of 1-4 and Delta. Worst case scenario, the wind is like a complete opposite direction, and we'd have to go to the opposite end, where we would get something like an alpha across the runway down to that's Alpha 1, and then down
Yeah, I put a
Alpha.
little link. I put a link in your chat there if you want to look at that.
Is this in the sim or is this real life current conditions?
This is based on the ATIS
Nice.
or the METAR. I mean,
Okay, so yeah, the wind is kind of coming out of the southwestish a little bit. So it looks like 2-3 would be our preferred runway. Wind speed here, nice. We got a cloud layer, but we're kind of surpassing that. We're going to be doing a 10,000 foot cloud layer, but we got all the other weather conditions in here. Nice, thanks for sharing that. That's awesome.
yeah, I use it to figure out the weather when I'm controlling
Nice.
and flying.
So I'm going into this with an expectation that 2-3 is going to be our departure runway. And so I'm looking at the taxiways and stuff and just trying to commit something to a little bit of memory here so that when we get the instructions, it's a little bit familiar to me is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's turn that off. And then I've chosen ramp 29 chat. Be spawning in there. And you can see this looks just about like that map, with the exception of that taxiway Foxtrot over here. It shows up as a runway in the sim, but like STW was saying, it's actually a taxiway. Let's get in here. Take it out of developer mode. Giant Pickle, thank you. Yep, I see your comments in there looking for the FPOs. Want to exit on ramp A1. Nice.
I bet you I can guess what the call sign is going to be.
318 Romeo. Okay, we are cold and dark.
Yeah, if you want to change it to daytime, you can also do that.
I'm going to take you. Oh, my temperature changed. So we want 50.
Yeah, just leave it at 59. It's close enough.
And then we want 2998, right?
Uh, yeah, current is 299 or 8. Yep. And the wind changed by 1 knot, but you don't need to change it because
Okay.
it changed to 1 knot.
It is right now. Yeah, we got to set the direction. Direction was in direction.
Wind is 190 at niner, but I mean, you can listen to the ATIS and you can get it from there. Just write it down.
It's just that I'm in here. I just want to get it set. Because I normally wouldn't have to do this. I would be doing real life conditions.
Yeah, it's 190 at niner.
9er09er.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad weather around right now. Just around the middle of the U.S.
We wouldn't. You know, my Okay, I told my wife I had to order that USB. We're just gonna push through. We are just gonna push through. Gonna push through. Okay, master
What's the
set.
problem?
My USB hub went down.
Oh no.
So one minute it couldn't look around, but now it's working again. So that's going. That's going. And fuel.
Yeah, the USB hub I got works pretty well.
Yeah, I think you shared a link to that. Takeoff and landing. Okay, takeoff and landing. That's where those need to be. Ready to start up. Put the throttle. Parking brake is set. Idle's forward. Prop is forward. Start this bad boy up. And SDW, it's Holman Field or Terha. What should I call it out as?
So how about this? Go pull up the airport chart real quick.
Okay, hang on. And let me share that screen 1 second so people see what we're going to be doing. 1 second. And right monitor. Okay, got it up. And looking. Holman Tower. Okay.
Yeah, it says it up there at the top left.
Yeah, Holman Tower right there. So we can use Holman Tower. Cool. That was my question.
Yeah, some people they'll call us Terre Haute. You know, that's what the actual airport's called, but you call us Holman Tower.
Right. Very good.
You know, it's pretty cool. We actually got a guy in that's on the roster here that he's a real world Terre Haute controller.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get my radio tuned in here. So it's looks like it's 134.725. Hopefully I can tune that in on this Garmin. See here. So let me turn that off where you can see what I'm doing. Hey, first time chat. Dicey Fish Control. Hello, sir. Hello, right back at you. Stole Sim, invite you to the group. Okay, I'll get you invited here, bud. I am Coldiba. I'm using custom. I'm using custom cloud layer because it's currently IFR conditions right now, and I'm not ready for IFR. So we are using a custom cloud layer that's up above 10,000, and we set all of the temperature, air density, wind direction to match what's happening in real life, right? So all of that is the same. We're just doing daylight and high level clouds. Oh, Dicey came from SDW. Cool.
Yeah, you gotta watch that Dicey fella. He's a strange kid.
Hence the name Dicey, right? All right, let me see. Let me get the radio tuned in here. 134.725 rolling in so I can see. Let's get this going. And boom. 132 doesn't do the 725.
That's your nav radio.
That's my nav radio. Oh, you know what? That's the one I always go to. That's so funny. Okay, 132.
It looks like I guess your COM 2 is down below that, the separate like unit.
Down here, yeah. 134. 725. Do a radio check here in a moment. Put those. Holman Tower 6318 Romeo radio check. SDW is doing a dramatic pause for effect. He's doing a great job.
Wait, what was I supposed to say something?
Oh no, I did a radio check and it didn't come across.
No.
Oh, you know why? I gotta connect.
You're not connected.
I'm not connected. That's why. See. Learn from my mistakes. Here we go. Pulling up.
Hey, for the real experience, you want me to simulate the ground frequency? I can do that too.
If you want to, sure. I mean, why not?
You gotta look up. You gotta look up on the charts what it is.
It is 121.6. Hey, give me a second here. I'll get that tuned in. 121.6. Oh my God, the real deal here. Hey, look.
So at that point, you're calling me holding ground.
Right. Yeah. That's what. Okay. That's what I was gonna do too. Yeah.
Also,
Thank
don't
you.
forget the ATIS.
We gotta do that first. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'm not gonna tune that. Okay, I'm gonna swap that. And now I gotta tune in the ATIS. Where's the ATIS? ATIS is 127.5. 127.5. We need to do that before we go to control. 127. Oh my gosh. Checklist. 127.5.
Hey, STW.
Yeah.
I'm getting a authentication failed value cannot be null parameter name value on the vPilot.
And did you put your sign-in details in it?
Yeah, I got all that in.
Your ID and password and all that?
ID, VATSIM, CID, password, name, home airport, all that.
Did you go do that like exam quiz thing you gotta do when you make your VATSIM account?
I've done that previous. I've had VATSIM for a while.
Alright, check what server you're connected to. It should either say automatic or just VATSIM, because they changed some stuff recently.
Just automatic.
Alright, I don't know what else. Can you share your screen at all?
Yeah. See if I can open this up and hold on a second, I gotta open my other Discord.
Okay, did you share a link to the aircraft type codes?
Yeah, I can put it in the chat.
Okay, because I'm trying to find the type code for the 337 here.
You know, something that'll sometimes help, if you start typing into the aircraft type thing when you connect, it'll come up with suggestions.
Okay.
So just type 337, see what happens.
Okay, 1 second.
I
And
mean, I
yeah,
already know what it is, but you know.
Okay. So start typing in 337. Cessna, Super Skymaster. Oh man, I don't know what I am.
As long as it's C337, it should be fine. They're all gonna put the same thing in the text box.
Okay, I'll do that one. And connect.
Alright, sharing the vPilot screen.
Oh, you're doing just the vPilot screen? That's not gonna work. You gotta do your whole screen.
So I guess I'll try to get over to the other screen.
Because then I can't see like your settings or anything like that.
Alright, let me change windows.
Oh, I see a 1-8 Romeo on my screen.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect for a second, so I can show chat what I did. Connect. Okay, so my call sign is N6318 Romeo, and then in the type code, I used to have a type code for the Piper Turbo Aero 3 there, but to Stu's SDW suggestion there, he says start typing 337. I did. Then you can see we're getting these hits on the Cessna 337, and the codes are all the same, C337, C337. So I'm picking this one here, and it puts in the C337, and then we hit connect. Now we're connecting to the VATSIM network, and STW should see me popping in.
Alright, I see the whole screen now.
And then
Okay, yep, whole screen.
I need to file my flight plan is the next step. So we've got this done all earlier. VFR, KHUF, because we're staying in the circuit. Departure time about 2:45 Zulu. Fuel available 3 hours. My cruise speed, that's all in there. And then a couple of notes to the controller. Here I would put in my my waypoints and my you know, airport departure, destination, waypoints, approach codes would all go in here. But we're just going to stay in the traffic, so that's what I'm calling out here, traffic working pattern. Remarks, new to VATSIM. File flight plan. And if anybody's wanting to catch STW, here's a shout out to his stream. You can kind of see him, hopefully dispositioning me with his tools on
Yeah,
UTC.
trying to keep you from hitting other aircraft.
Yep. There's a link to STW. Okay, so we are connected. I'm going to minimize this.
Stole sim. Can you hit your settings button there?
Me? Oh, SolSim.
Stole sim.
Yep. Okay, we're going to minimize this because we're connected.
And you made sure your stuff is correct there?
Yes, that's all correct.
Do you have the newest version of vPilot?
Yep, just downloaded it.
Try to go to updates and do a beta update. And then you can restart the program.
On the ground.
Just FYI, my system crashed.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So yeah, I'm coming back in. I don't know. I'm just sitting there idling. Apparently, you can't idle for too long.
Is it remote mode or host mode?
It's none of those. It should be on, like, expand it and see what it is. Hit the expand button.
There we go.
And
VPilot.
just vPilot. Sometimes you gotta launch it with administrator rights too.
So mode C, right?
So just hit connect.
Connected simulator. The CCAL code?
You don't need that. You're not going oceanic.
Okay.
We're letting them go. I'm about ready to do a radio check here just to see if I got everything going here. So ground control is 121.6. So I need to get that on my comms. 121. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna do a radio check. So 121.6 on my comms right now. And home and ground Skymaster 6318 Romeo radio check.
Aircraft Colin Holman Tower 5x5.
Yeah, it's still
5x5.
parameter name of value.
18 Romeo.
You don't need to read back the 5x5.
That's okay. All right, thank you. All right, now I'm going to switch back to ATIS 127.5, and I should be hearing ATIS right now, but I'm not.
What frequency are you doing?
127.5.
Oh, you're not. I might need to restart it.
Hey, Comic Crazy. Welcome in. Giving it a
You
go.
know what it is? It's on the wrong frequency for some reason. Why is it? Yeah, I have no idea why it's on the wrong frequency. I need to change that.
Standing by.
Fairfield International Hull Airport ATIS information 0253 Zulu. Wind 184 at 10.
Wow.
Visibility 6.
Is it working?
Mist.
Yeah.
Ceiling 500 overcast. Temperature 13.
Probably just remove
2.12.
everything from those boxes in your
Altimeter
setting.
2997. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee. Fairfield International Hull Airport 8 has information 0253 Zulu. Wind 184 at 10. Visibility 6. Mist. Ceiling 500 overcast. Temperature 13. 2.12. Altimeter 29907. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
I'm just taking some notes here.
Fairfield International Hull Airport 8 has information 0253 Zulu. Wind 184 at 10. Visibility 6. Mist. Ceiling 500 overcast. Temperature 13. 2.12. Altimeter 29907. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay, so wait.
Fairfield International
I'm
Hull
gonna
Airport 8
switch
has
that off now.
information 0253 Zulu. Wind 18.
There we go. So that's all part of the VATSIM network and radio communications, and you know, folks like STW, they go in there and they can set up those the ATIS information for it to be broadcast for us to listen to. And so what I'm hearing is wind is 8-4, I believe I heard, at 10 knots. We have 6 miles visibility, mist, so there's a bit of a mist in the air, and the cloud is 500 feet overcast, but we've changed that on our end. We're daylight, and we've got clouds above 10,000 for VFR conditions.
Yeah, and stall sim, it looks like you're like holding your transmit button, whatever that might be.
And then temperature is 13, dew point is 12, altimeter is 29907. So I'm gonna check my altimeter real quick and make sure that's right.
So I'd hit disconnect and go figure out what your push to talk button is.
997.
New button.
Okay, so that's gonna be 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys could see the altitude changing as we adjust that. Okay, so that's adjusted. Oh my god. Then where I gotta think now. Reason be our department.
Okay. That's fixed.
Okay, let's see here. Let me think for a second. Pullman ground, Skymaster 6318 Romeo with Yankee. Ready for taxi. Currently northwest GA parking. 18 Romeo.
And number 6318 Romeo, Holman ground. Thanks for Yankee, runway 23 to activate Alpha 1.
We don't need a flight plan for tonight, right?
Runway 23, taxi Alpha 1. Hey, Romeo.
Number 122 Juliet, contact me on ground point 6.
What I heard was taxi to 2-3 via 1. Now let's take a look at our map. Okay, so turn this off. No, we do this. Right monitor. Bring that above it so we can see it. There we go. Okay, so we're right here. 2-3's right here. To taxi via 1, there's Alpha 1. So that's what I'm taking as our taxi instructions. So we're going to cut across right across the front here, front of the FBO, front of the tower. We'll make a slight left, head over to Alpha 1, and we'll be holding short.
On Alpha 3, looking to go to the FBO.
Number 122 Juliet, holding ground. Taxi to the FBO via Alpha, Bravo, cross runway 14 at Alpha, hold short runway 23 at Bravo.
Okay, the FBO via Alpha, Bravo, cross 32 at Alpha, and we'll hold short of 23 at Alpha for November 122 Juliet.
And that's hold short runway 23 at Bravo.
Okay, we'll hold short of 23 at Bravo for November 122 Juliet.
What's the communications for this one here?
Oh, Cold Evo, STW said, "Hey, if you want the real experience, I can do ground for you." It's not up, but he just offered to do it just for the experience here.
Are you pushing back right now?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a couple aircraft over here to my right, so I wanted to get behind them. Yeah, we're doing the real deal, Cold Evo. Oh my god.
Hey, SGW, do you have the frequencies listed anywhere?
Do you know how to bring up an airport chart?
Not on here, no.
Go to skyvector.com and then search Kilo Hotel Uniform Foxtrot, and you should be able to get the airport chart from there, and the frequencies are in the top left of the chart.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna hold short here for a second. Okay. So looking over here.
6318 Romeo, contact tower on 134.72.
Contact tower 13472, Winnie Romeo. Okay, so chat. So here's the tower, right there, and then over to my right, we wanted to go to Alpha 1. This looks to be Alpha 1 to me. I believe this is Bravo, and so I'm just gonna pull up the aircraft chart for a second, so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So we're right here in front of the tower, okay, and looking in front of me should be Alpha 1, which is where we're being directed to taxi to. Then off to my right over here is Bravo.
And number 122 Juliet, cross runway 23 at Bravo, and then Bravo to parking. Have a good night.
Okay, we'll cross 23 at Bravo, and then Bravo to parking for November 122 Juliet. See ya.
And we need to switch to tower. So that's going to be 134.7. Or 725. And we'll contact them when we're holding short. Okay, so we'll flip that. Go. Gonna pull forward and hold short.
Flux. What's that citation to your right look like?
Looks like a citation. Whoops.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know you don't have any model matching or anything like that.
I did download some sort of VATSIM model matching thing a long time ago, and I trust it's still working.
There's actually some better stuff nowadays. It's really easy to use.
Roger that. In a second, let's mention that in chat and stuff, and we'll, we can share that. Let me see here. Holman Tower, Skymaster 6318 Romeo, holding short 23 for in pattern traffic work. 18 Romeo.
November 6318 Romeo, Holman Tower, wind 180 at 10. Make left close traffic, runway 23, we're cleared for takeoff.
Left close traffic, clear for takeoff, 18 Romeo.
Holman Tower, Pilot Club 1496 at the FBO. We're looking to pick up IFR traffic pattern work. We have information Yankee.
IFR traffic pattern work?
I mean, the conditions are IFR.
You just simulate VFR then, as long as you have the same temperatures, pressures, and wind speeds.
Roger that. Give us about 2 minutes to get that set up.
Say again, you got a bit of background noise there.
I said just give us about 1 to 2 minutes to get the weather set up for VFR, and then we'll be good to go.
Falcon 1496, roger, and when you're ready, contact ground, point 6.
Over the ground, 121.6 when ready, Club 1.16.
Fun fact, none of the IFR approaches here are legal with overcast 500. Old Nebo. Nice. All right, so left traffic, we're going to be turning left crosswind.
Yeah, potential aircraft, this frequency, information Zulu is now current. The change is that ground is open on 121.6.
I believe that's right, Cold Nebo. I'd have to defer to SDW for that.
How do you pronounce the name of this airport? Terre Haute?
It's
Yeah.
Terre Haute, but you'd call the controllers Holman, just like it says in the top left of the airport diagram.
I'll share that on the stream here for a second. And I don't know if anybody wants to take a screenshot or something like that, but there's all the frequencies and stuff here in the top left.
You can also copy the link up at the top and
There you
put
go.
that in the chat.
You bet. Good idea.
Okay, 1496, holding ground, say aircraft type.
Also attempting this in VR, so have a little bit of patience, not too much with it.
And let my altitude get away from you a little bit here.
Okay, Pelican 1496, runway 23, taxi via Alpha 1.
And now, chat, my expectation is STW knows I'm in the pattern, and any moment he's going to give me a like a clear for the option to take off, to land, or to touch and go, and then remain in the pattern. And so I'm staying in the pattern and listening for that. And usually it happens on the downwind. Hey, Drippy.
November 18 Romeo, runway 23, you are clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 23, 18 Romeo. Yep. Gears coming down.
Pelican 1496, contact tower on 134.72.
Oh, thank you. Reduce a notch of flaps. And because STW has me here,
Holman Tower, Pilot Club 1496 is holding short of runway 23 on Alpha 1.
Pelican 1496, Holman Tower, remain holding short to landing traffic.
Remain holding short for the traffic. 1.6.
so I'm not on Unicom, so I don't have to announce my intentions, you know, on the downwind, on base, on final, because the air traffic controller has us. So we don't have to do any of that right now. So I'm clear for the option, and so we'll do a touch and go. We'll get back up into the pattern again. And my advice is, you know, if you're new to VATSIM, you want to give it a try. Doing something like traffic patterns. The hardest part is, you know, the initial contact with ground and getting the taxi instructions, and then you know, understanding where you got to go. That's why you need to pull up a map and a diagram and be familiar with the airport. And then that, you know, that's the hardest part. And then once you're up in the air, you're flying a circuit and you're basically being cleared for the option each time, and it just kind of takes the stress away. And while you're up here, you're listening to other aircraft talking air traffic control and just kind of letting that soak in. You know what I mean? Especially because you're up here doing it. One thing I was surprised on was I did not see taxiway markers, identifications. So that kind of surprised me.
Yeah, Pelican 1496, runway 23, line up and wait.
Line up and wait 23. 1.6.
134.725. Arms up.
Or so good.
Pelican 1496, wind is 180 at 10. Make left close traffic, runway 23, you're cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, we'll make left close traffic. That's the 1.06.
That sounds like Alec to me. I can't tell if that's Alec or not.
I think so. He's a regular that flies when I'm controlling.
Okay. Slow my roll here a little bit. Oh, this is kind of cool. I can see that aircraft taking off now in little nav map. Here. And what's my altitude for pattern work? I guess I could look it up, but I should.
It would be the airport elevation plus 1,000 feet for
Okay.
prop.
Right.
Which would be about 1,500 or so, maybe 1,600.
Okay. Right about where I'm at. I'm about 1,700 at the moment.
And remember 18 Romeo, runway 23, you're cleared for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 23, 18 Romeo. Okay, this next time around, chat, I'm going to pay attention to my compass. Try to use my compass for staying in the pattern here.
Yeah, usually what I do is put the heading bug to runway heading. You know, you turn 90 degrees of that each time.
I was just going to mention that. Yep. Ooh. Go. Come down. Should probably had the gear down around midfield. And we'll introduce a notch of flaps here in a moment. Go. And let's get our heading bug set. Get it. There it is. Getting that heading bug right up there to 2-3. That little triangle right there. Use that as a reference.
Yeah, Flux, how about next time around you try and come in a little bit less steep on the approach?
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
looking at that and I'm,
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
like, oh gosh.
I'll start my descent earlier.
Not just earlier, but like your descent is a little bit slower. Like feet per minute is less.
Okay.
Pelican 1496, runway 23, you're cleared for the option.
Clear for the option, Pelican 1.06.
How you doing, Tree?
Good. I'm just watching and learning here. I'm back up and running here, so sitting on the tarmac and just, like I said, watching and learning.
Yeah, I see 2 other people on the tarmac. I wonder if any of them are gonna come fly. What's your usual call sign, Tree?
1137 Victor.
Okay, I don't see you on here yet then.
No, I'm not. I didn't. I'm. Tonight's more of a watch and learn, so I watched everything Flox did, and I don't have a flight
I thought you were
plan.
gonna sign in and watch from there.
Well,
Holman Tower,
I
Cessna
lost a
November
couple of steps there,
5328
so I'm not
Zulu
signed
at the
into
tower
VATSIM.
ramp with
Even though I'm logged on to
information
VATSIM,
Zulu.
I'm not signed in. So tonight, it's with a half hour or so to go,
Number
I'm just watching and learning.
5328
I don't want to
Zulu,
screw things
Holman
up by doing
Tower,
patterns
say
here
request.
without you controlling me,
Taxi at 2328 Zulu.
or not part of, yeah.
And number
I-
28
since I'm signed into
Zulu,
VATSIM,
will you
we're
be staying in
here.
a pattern or departing
Flox is
VFR
doing
somewhere?
patterns.
We'll
Seems
be
like
staying in the
sitting on
pattern
tarmac
today,
is the
28 Zulu.
best.
Okay, number 28 Zulu, say aircraft type.
But I'm learning a lot here.
182. 28 Zulu.
Because essentially, when we started VATSIM, I took the test with Flox.
Yeah, number
and
28
did all that,
Zulu, runway
Flox
23,
has
taxi via Alpha
spent
1.
more time with us than I have, so this is
Runway
kind of an
23,
education
taxi
for
via
me
Alpha
here.
1 for 28 Zulu.
And anyways, good stuff. So watching and learning.
Nice. This has been a bucket list item of mine to be in a pattern on a stream on VATSIM, and I'm nervous as heck. But you know, I'm here,
Nervous and heck, and you know the controller.
and I know the controllers. And I was gonna say I'm among friends, you know, in chat, my next door neighbor, my controller, you know. So you know, what a better way to do it. And just to let folks know, Treetop and I are thinking about introducing another night of streaming, a third night of streaming, where it would be VATSIM. Ooh, I'm getting a little high.
Yeah, yeah. That would
Number
be
18
fine.
Romeo,
So,
runway
yeah,
23,
learning
you're
a
cleared
lot
to the
here
option.
tonight.
Clear for the option 2318 Romeo. Old Evo says we're doing great. Nice, thank you. I just got some cold sweats. Oh my god. Alright, let's slow my roll a little bit. Gears going down. Oh, guess what? My gear's already down. I didn't put my gear down. Alright, so I'm looking at my heading bug. I'm bringing it over here to 90 degrees over here for base.
Hey, Treetop, do you know what observer mode does?
No, I do not.
Well, if you connect and then you hit the little checkbox that says observer mode, you can go fly around. You know, I won't even be able to see you on the radar scope, but you can go, you know, shadow someone or something like that. You can tune all the frequencies and listen in. You just can't talk or anything like that.
I see. So I could fly around, that wouldn't hurt anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, observer mode is really meant for, I guess, people that, I mean, it's meant for shared cockpit most of the time, but some people they'll use it to, you know, check out what everything's about. I mean, that's a valid option too.
Okay. Thanks. Let me log back into that.
Yeah, just spawn it on the ramp and then go hit connect, put in your aircraft type, whatever it is.
If I go to
Holman
flight
Tower,
planning,
Cessna November 5328 Zulu, holding short Alpha 1 of 23. Holman.
And number 28 Zulu, remain holding short, landing traffic.
Holding short, 28 Zulu.
That's me, Curtis. Great. This is awesome, man. Curtis, thanks for jumping in. Yeah, there's Curtis. I see him.
SDW, I go to flight planning then?
You don't need a flight plan because you're in observer mode. No one knows you're there.
Okay. And I'm
Well, actually,
looking.
there is a way I'll know you're there, but I won't know where you are.
Well, I'm in VATSIM here. So, where do I click observer? Do I have? Do I? I guess I
when
do. I
hit,
need.
You hit the connect button, and then there's a checkbox for observer mode.
Oh. Okay. So I gotta log out and go back in. That's what my problem is. Okay. Gotcha.
And make sure you're spawned at the right airport.
Yeah, it got me. Get me logged in.
November 28 Zulu, wind is 180 at 10. Make a left close traffic. Runway 23, you were cleared for takeoff.
Doesn't want to log me
Runway
out.
23, clear for takeoff. Left close
There we
traffic, 280.
All right, chat. So again, I've got my heading bug set for runway heading, and I'm gonna bring that heading bug down here to 90 degrees for my crosswind turn. And I'm climbing a little too high, so let me take care of that. Throttle down.
Falcon 1496, runway 23, you were cleared for the option.
Clear for the option 23, call club 1496.
Okay, heading bug is at 90 degrees. Gotta drop down a little bit. Okay, we're on the crosswind at the moment. And heading on the downwind. And we're gonna take it down to 180 degrees. But she wants to climb for some.
Your trim helps a lot from stopping it from climbing.
Yeah, I've been messing with it a little bit. Here we go, 180. Should be parallel.
I usually trim it slightly nose down because it's just way easier to pull back on the yoke than it is to push forward for me.
November 28 Zulu, traffic is a Skymaster. Just about off your left wing in the left downwind, report him in sight.
Traffic in sight, 280.
And November 28 Zulu, maintain visual separation from that aircraft.
Roger, 280.
Yeah, you're real focused if you're not talking.
Yeah, I'm since I started using the heading bug, what I'm noticing is the wind direction is drifting me. So I'm not necessarily remaining parallel to the runway because of the wind is pushing me slightly to the northeast.
Your heading bug for the wind, that works.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was just thinking about.
I'm SCW. I'm not getting observer
Pilot,
mode.
or
Just
November
logged in
18
straight into
Romeo.
VATSIM
Wind
now.
180 at 10.
I don't have the option.
Runway
to go
23, you were cleared for the option.
Go for the option runway 23, 18 Romeo. Tree, you got to repeat that because we were on frequency there for a minute.
I don't get observer in my login now, like I did before.
What? That's weird.
Holman Tower, Cessna November 5328 Zulu, left downwind, runway 23, touch and go.
November 28 Zulu. Traffic you're following is a Skymaster in the left base. Report them in sight.
Holman Tower, I have lost the Skymaster.
Number 28 Zulu, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Extending downwind, 28 Zulu.
That's awesome. I love that. That's cool.
What was the issue?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What was your issue?
Well, when I log in, it's not giving me the option to go observer mode.
So you hit the connect button in the top left, then there should be a checkbox underneath where you put your call sign that you hit.
I'm at dashboard here. I'm not seeing the connect button here in VATSIM. Is that under
It's on
flight planning?
VPilot. No, it's a
Oh,
connect
it's on
button in the
VPilot.
top left of the
Oh.
application.
Oh, gotcha. VPilot. Okay, gotcha.
And November 28 Zulu, base turn approved.
Turning base, 28 Zulu.
And November 28 Zulu, you're number 2 behind a Skymaster on about a half-mile final. Runway 23, you are clear to land number 2.
Cleared to land, number 2, 28 Zulu.
Actually, there'll be a correction. Cleared for the option, number 2.
Acknowledge correction, 28 Zulu.
So did you find it, Tree?
No, I'm. So it's when I'm looking for VPilot, it's not on my regular menu once I'm in Flight Sim already spawned, correct?
It's not in Flight Sim, it's a different application.
Yeah, VPilot.
On your desktop.
Yep, hang on. All right. Thank you. Type in VPilot. Oh, I don't have VPilot, that's why. That would explain a lot.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah. There's VPilot. Okay.
Yeah, about like a 1496, runway 23, you are clear for the option.
Clear for the option 23, positive 1496.
And Skymaster 18 Romeo, traffic you're following is about to your 12 o'clock. Skyhawk in the left downwind, report them inside. Yeah, that can be a little hard to see during the daytime.
Yep. Elman Tower, 18 Romeo. I do not see the reported traffic inside at this time.
Yeah,
When it-
remember 18 Romeo, you're fine to turn your crosswind. Whenever you don't have traffic in sight, I usually just tell ATSC that I'm looking for the
Okay.
looking. You don't actually mention the word traffic.
Copy. Copy. Elman Tower, 18 Romeo, looking for traffic. 18 Romeo.
And then he went and said traffic again.
Did I? I did it again. Sorry. Oh, funny.
And you'll get used to this, but like, sometimes you keep pressing the wrong push to talk button. You press the VPilot or the VATSIM one instead. Sometimes at nighttime it's easier to see the aircraft. You should also straighten your downwind a little bit.
Yep. Wow, man, they're hard to see. I see them on little nav map.
Do you even hear me on the frequency?
I did not at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hear you on the frequency anymore. I don't know why. My comm went to 119. What is our comm? Our comm is 134.725. Okay, my comm got jacked up somehow. 134. That's weird. 725.
Yeah, you should turn your base.
Well, I didn't want to do that without being in contact with you.
Well, I'm telling you to turn your base.
Okay.
ASW. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Holman Tower, November 6318 Romeo,
Type code that
radio
we're
check.
looking for connect.
What aircraft are you using?
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can put in the name there and it'll try and search it, you know?
I see. Okay.
What are you in, the Piper Arrow 3?
Actually, I switched to Bonanza. Beechcraft Bonanza. And a CCAL code.
SoCal code you do not need.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's if you're flying over the ocean.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. I got a faulted. You cannot.
So you said you're in the Bonanza?
Yeah.
That's like BE 36 or 35, depending on which one you're in.
Oh, so I picked the wrong one. So I got to. So now I'm gonna go back to connect.
Holman Tower, November 6318 Romeo, radio check.
I'm gonna search that again. So if it doesn't see the right plane, it won't connect you. Is that correct?
Did your frequency get messed up again?
It did. Every time I'd hit the push to talk, it seems to be what's the culprit. I'm troubleshooting right now.
Put it in your comm too and use that.
Beechcraft. Bonanza. I don't know if this is the BE-35.
And did you pause, Flux?
I did.
You're not supposed to pause.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm in I'm gonna be declaring an emergency here in a minute.
You gotta fly the plane, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I won't pause. Sorry. Thank you for that.
Just try and put it in the comm too.
Yep. What is it? 134.
It's 134.725.
725. Okay, now I gotta activate. And
Yeah, you're steering off to the right, by the way.
yep. I gotta activate COM 2 here. I haven't had to do this before, but I think it's right here. Turn that off.
You gotta hit the little knob that'll change it so you transmit on COM 2.
Yeah, right there. Holman Tower, November 6218 Romeo, radio check.
5x5, number 18 Romeo, runway 23, you're clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 2318 Romeo.
Yeah, you seem a bit high, so if you need to, just fly runway heading and then into the left downwind.
Runway heading into the downwind, 18 Romeo.
And November 28 Zulu, runway 23, you're clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 23 and 28 Zulu.
Holman Tower, November 6218 Romeo with a request.
18 Romeo.
Just want to share, had a bit of a radio malfunction. Broadcasting on COM 2 now. Just wanted to provide you that awareness. 18 Romeo.
Alright.
Pullman Tower, Pilot Club 1496 requesting full stop landing. Runway 23 this time.
Yeah, Pelican 1496, runway 23, you are clear to land, wind 180 at 10.
Clear to land, runway 23, Pilot Club 1496.
Okay, that was intense, and it would have been more intense if I didn't hit the pause button. I don't know what I would have done. I don't know if you're out of.
Muscle memoried that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would stay in the circuit, right? I wouldn't just fly off on an extended downwind because.
So I'm pretty sure what you do in real life is you would fly the full like pattern around the airport, like, you know, downwind, base, upwind, crosswind, downwind. You know, you'd basically be doing a circle of the airport, and then the tower controllers would use light guns to tell you things.
Oh wow!
Like, so you'd need to know what those signals mean.
Right. Viper with a follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Foxtrot's Hangar. Doing a VATSIM session tonight. It's my first stream where I'm on VATSIM. My in real life next door neighbor, good friend and co-host, Treetop Flyer, is observing today and getting his toes wet with VATSIM.
Yes. And welcome in.
Oh man, I lost my headset. Having all kinds of equipment failures. My radio went out in the plane. I'm at too high of an altitude as well. Headset going in. There we go. Gonna lose some altitude here.
And remember, 18 Romeo, runway 23, you're clear for the option.
Runway 23, clear for the option, 18 Romeo.
And remember, 28 Zulu, traffic you're following is a Skymaster. Off your nose, report him inside.
Traffic in sight, 28 Zulu.
Remember, 28 Zulu, maintain visual separation
ASCW,
from
I
the
don't know
traffic.
if I can connect it to 36.
Maintain separation for 28 Zulu.
Getting the same error code still. B36.
Are you at Kilo Hotel Uniform Foxtrot?
Yeah, the same airport we've been at.
Huh.
So I hit B36, that's the same aircraft. I got my
Yeah.
inventory. Is that inventory, is that generic, or is that read your aircraft?
Inventory, what?
So V pilot on type code. When
Like a
you hit it and it comes up
1496.
with a list,
Taxi
where's
to
the
parking
list
by right on Charlie. Have a good night.
that you choose
Right
from?
on Charlie Kilo, man. Pilot Club 1496.
Okay, say again. What it was? So like you were saying, it V-pilot detecting something, I think.
No, I'm asking. So I'm a 36, a Bonanza BE 36, and if I hit connect, I'm still getting a authorization failure.
Did you
Got
put
you.
in your VATSIM ID and password?
Okay, that's what I'm missing. In V pilot, I put that in.
Yeah.
Might be under
In the
settings. Under settings, there's a
Okay.
settings tab.
Okay, thank you.
And November
Oh, there
28
it is. There it
Zulu. You
Unless
can
my
turn base
password's
once
not
that
correct.
Skymaster's off your left wing. Runway
Okay.
23. You're clear for the option number 2.
Learning a few things tonight. All right. So
Clear for option number 2 after the Skymaster, 28 Zulu.
And I haven't been cleared yet. I don't think.
I cleared you on the downwind.
Okay, you got me? Okay, good. Couldn't remember.
See, for doing this ATC stuff, you got to work ahead of everything.
Yeah, and I know, I just didn't remember you did it on the downwind. I couldn't remember.
Like something that was told to me during some of my approach training is the issues that are going to happen in 60 seconds you better have worked out a minute ago, and the issues that are going to happen in 3 minutes you better figure out right now.
Oh, wow. Eagle. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Ooh. I think I am gonna be I'm out of fuel.
Oh, did you run out?
Yeah, I think I did. I'll depart off the taxiway here.
Do you have any ox tanks or anything?
I don't think so. If I can get off the runway here. Oh my god. Oh, coast, baby. I was cleared for the option. Right, I got a sheet.
I bet you have some sort of ox tank or left and right or something. Now, you taking off again or are you stopping?
I think I'm.
I'd say exit left real quick.
Okay. Yeah, she's not staying running. Right. Whole traffic, Masters are November 618. Romeo, clear the active.
And number 18 Romeo, Roger.
The next would be contacting ground, getting taxiing instructions.
Contact ground 121.6.
Contact ground 121.6. Hey, Romeo. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so something went wrong with your plane, I guess.
Yeah, let me, I'll contact around here in a second and let them know that I'm troubleshooting, because it looks like I had fuel. It shut down. Shut things down so I don't drain my battery. And let me start some troubleshooting here. So first of all, need contact ground. That going 121.6, 1.16. Up. Hold me ground, November 6218 Romeo. Clear the active, holding short. A2.
November 6318 Romeo, you're in fact on Alpha 3.
I knew it, damn it.
But you going to taxi back to the FBO or to the runway or what?
I maybe declaring an emergency. Having
got
engine problems.
Okay.
I do have fuel and troubleshooting here on the taxiway.
This takes me all night to get there.
All right, number 18 Romeo, you can just hold there. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
Holding short here. Will advise. 18 Romeo. Okay, Doug, I'm sorry we covered you. Go ahead.
I'm connected as an observer now.
Nice.
Oh,
And
so
you're at the same airport as us?
Yeah.
Because normally I'd be able to see you, or at least see that you're somewhere.
Should see me.
So you're spawned in at the ramp at Hotel Uniform Foxtrot?
Yeah, K However, whatever it is.
So I think
Yeah,
Flox may have had the wrong IKO at first when he started talking about it.
Okay, so K-Huff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was there. I'll go back in again. But B pilot sees me now.
And does it show my tower frequency off on the left side of it?
1 moment. I'm going back in.
November 28 Zulu.
I'm just gonna go.
Wind 180 at 10, runway 23, you're clear to land.
K-Huff. Oh, I'll just type it in.
Hey, what does it say again?
K-Huff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what does it say again?
Hang on, I gotta spawn in.
Oh yeah, you should have done that first.
Well, I was in, but I wanted to verify.
Oh.
Would Control E work, Flox?
Uses quick. Fuel pump's going.
Does the plane simulate you fouling up the spark plugs?
I don't know if this one does or not. I don't think it does. Never. Oh, look. Not my prop pitch. That wouldn't be it though.
Oh, disconnect. Oh, I'm disconnected.
Yeah, some airplanes you got to put in a little bit of throttle to start them.
Yep, I did that too. Yeah, tried it, but my prop pitch is wonky.
Connect to the voice server.
Here.
Okay, I'm connected.
Control E.
And what call sign are you?
1137 Victor.
You're not an observer then. I can see you.
Oh, you can see me. So now I'm real.
Yeah.
I'm real live.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely don't want to do anything.
You didn't hit the observer check mark.
Oops.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Disconnect. And want to go observers, right?
Attention aircraft, this frequency, information alpha is now current. Wind 180 at 10, altimeter 2996.
Okay, say again.
I want to go observers when I connect,
Yeah,
correct?
you hit the observer check box. That should be right below your call sign box.
Old Ebo, thank you. I think I figured out what the
November
problem is.
28 Zulu, taxis are parking by a Foxtrot, Charlie, cross runway 14 on Charlie.
Oh, connect in observer mode. It says for shared cockpit flying. Is that what I need to do?
I believe so, yes. Yep. Yep. Observer mode, shared cockpit flying. I think that's right.
Okay. Well, there now I am.
Okay, so I think I figured out my issue. Seems my Bravo, the mixture or the propeller levers on my Bravo aren't functioning. If I barely move my Bravo right here, I just barely move them. Okay, where they're at there. I just barely move them. Watch what happens to the levers in the sim. Barely gonna move them. Just barely move them. Now I push them back up, and nothing happens.
That's a restart.
So that seems to be something that I got to work on. My bindings for the Bravo here. Out again. There we go. And so to get around it, I got to move these up manually. Just start up. And somehow I bumped that lever when I was in the pattern and threw those things down, and that's what happened. Oh, yikes. Yeah. No bueno. Whoops. Thought somebody just tapped me on the shoulder, but my camera fell on my arm. All right. Get this going again here.
I see you going up for more laps.
Yeah, let's see. What do we got left here? Yeah, because I think Treetop just got in. I'll go up for maybe another lap or two, and then I'll call
Or
it.
even you could do a thing where you leave the Delta and then you come back in, but you know you have to contact me before you get in my airspace.
We'll try that next time. Right now. I'm gonna get back up. I'll do another circuit, and then we'll call it a stream.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll do that a little bit.
And how about this is a challenge, Flox? Let's see you land on the numbers of runway 23.
On the numbers. Okay, we'll try it.
So that means you got to come in, way less steep than what you were doing.
Roger that. Thanks for that. I solve one challenge and then I get another one. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Spat or Cold Nebo says he switched to Axis and Doze a while back because of bus issues. Spad next is another option. Yeah. That way, if the controls freeze, you can always just close that app and then reopen it rather than reboot the sim. Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm not going to touch those. All right. Here we go. Home and ground. Skymaster November 6318 Romeo. Holding at Alpha 3. Ready to taxi for pattern work.
And remember 18 Romeo, runway 23, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 14 at Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, crossway 14. 23. Hey, Romeo.
Should see me now, STW.
I see you as an observer.
Oh,
Nice!
I learned something.
Treetop, well played, sir.
Chalk that on the wall. I got something done right. Now, if I get the aircraft started, that'd be another.
Yeah, you can go fly on Flox's wing if you get out there fast enough.
Yeah, if we can get this thing started.
Might be able to do a radio check too if you get your radio tuned in to ground.
I
or...
don't know if he can transmit.
Oh, maybe because of observer. Yeah.
He might be able to though, but I don't know if he can.
Let me just see if I can get it started here. Am I running?
Hey, Fox.
I got it started. Hey, nice. Oh, nope. Died on me. Okay, what's the problem here?
What was that, Curtis?
Mixture.
I'm having a hard time seeing you.
You're breaking up. Who are you having a hard time seeing? I'm on the ground right now. I'm taxiing.
No, I was having a hard time seeing you in the air.
Oh yeah, I couldn't see you.
Yeah, that's a Microsoft Flight Sim issue.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything either.
Yeah, it's a lot different when you don't have the big name tags on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like he was RJ.
And my instinct is telling me, or my gut is telling me, I'm going to hold short of 1-4 and check in with ground for clearance to go across. Or did you already clear me to go across?
Oh, I cleared you to cross. You should have wrote that down.
No,
What I'll do, I'll put the taxi instructions in, but then cross is just an X. You know, hold short is HS.
Okay. Roger that.
And treetop, if you want to tune up the ground frequency, it's a 121.6, and you can listen in.
Okay, thanks.
And then towers
1216.
Yeah, tower is 134.725.
Okay, no wait, 1216. So COM 1 is gonna be 1.
So he's gonna be over the tower in a second.
Okay. Getting used to this plane here, so I gotta find the radio here.
And November 18 Romeo, contact Holman Tower on 134.72.
Contact Holman Tower 134.72 18 Romeo.
Where's the COM? Oh, there it is. There's COM.
Holman Tower, Skymaster, November 6318 Romeo, holding short.
Volume.
2-3 for pattern work. 18 Romeo.
Tune the COM.
And November 18 Romeo, Holman Tower, confirm your squawking VFR.
1200, man.
Oh, let me see where it is here. I know where it is on the other plane. Oh my god.
You haven't been squawking it the whole time.
No, I have not. That is so funny. Oh, it's probably gonna be on this thing.
Okay, yes, David. What was tower
Oh
again?
my god.
Tower is 134.725.
Yeah, it's up here. In this thing.
Yeah, that's on standby. So
Where is it?
It's not in the Garmin unit, that's for sure.
It's not? Okay.
No.
I thought tower was 1275, not 123 or 134725.
No.
Okay. I got COM.
127.5 is the 8. I think that's the one you said.
Okay, I'm gonna fly a circuit.
So Flox, look more to the right.
Over here. Here it is. I got it. Yeah, I got it. 1200. Turn it off. Yeah, I see it.
My
Wow.
artificial horizon isn't fired up. What the heck is up with that? Jeez, this is the night of learning.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not complaining. This is.
Okay, that's good. That's on.
Yeah. 18 Romeo, wind is 180 at 10, make left close traffic, runway 23, you are clear for takeoff.
Left close traffic, runway 23, clear for takeoff, 18 Romeo.
Oh, sweet, I heard you guys. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool, nice.
There's 2.
Nice.
Wait, what's shocking. I got to the right airport somehow. I got a plane. I got it started. There's number 3. SCW can see me. That's 4. Now I can hear you at 5. Okay. I'll
That's
go to
great.
bed tonight with that.
Cool
Now if I
Debo.
get
Oh, go ahead.
artificial horizon, that'd be great. Sorry.
I just want to say thank you, Cold Debo. I'm sorry about the bot thing there. Thanks for sharing those products. That's awesome.
Well,
Oh my God, Tree, nice. I'm so glad that you can hear us, man. That's awesome.
yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Okay.
Before you know it, you'll be flying airliners to Atlanta.
Yeah, I know it. I don't have an artificial horizon somehow. I don't know why that isn't firing up. Why would that be? Yeah. Well, I'm in daytime, so I'll fly without artificial horizon. Just because I want to do a circuit and I want to listen to you guys. And we're running out of time here. I've been here for 2 hours messing with stuff. Not complaining, learning.
Now, has it really been 2 hours for the stream?
Yep. 2 hours and 1 minute.
And then I've been controlling for 5 hours.
Thank you.
Almost 5.5.
SDW, I don't have no idea if you would have gone off a couple hours ago, but I just want to say thank you for being there tonight. It's awesome.
Yeah, I probably would have been gone about an hour ago. You know, the thing is, if the traffic's here, I'm staying.
Oh, that's cool.
What time you getting off, Fox?
I'm gonna finish this pattern and then I'll call it a stream here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take off and do one circuit so I can at least say I flew and I heard you guys.
Nice.
And I'm flying without a artificial horizon. Somehow I couldn't get that fired up.
And SDW, if you need to put me on an extended downwind or something like that so he can get up in the air, I mean, if that's...
Oh, I can't even see him.
Okay. Oh, that's true. Okay, never mind.
No. Yeah, so I'm not gonna
I just know he exists somewhere in my visibility range.
So SCW, just let me know when you got that cup of coffee, about ready to sip it, and I'll buzz the tower. Okay, you know, I just...
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly at this airport I can't do a tower view because the software that I usually control with doesn't have a profile for this airport I can use.
Okay, so we can do a simulator. Viper Strike has a thing on Twitch, so you're just taking a sip. Just kidding.
Okay, I gotta hit those numbers.
Yeah, Flox, you know, if you want to get more into VATSIM, you know, there's a few different groups I could go tell you to fly with. You know, you're not going to be the only guy that that might look like an idiot.
Right?
Although there's some people in those groups that are pretty professional. I'd like to think I'm one of them.
I kind of like doing what we're doing right now and, get more and more familiar with it. And then we'll branch out. Good stuff, man. This is really, really, really a good introduction for me.
And November 18 Romeo, runway 23, you're clear for the option.
Runway 23, clear for the option, 1A Romeo.
Yeah, Let's see, what's one thing I can do is like this kind of simulated tower view thing. I don't know exactly how to describe this, but like, I don't know, I kind of see where you are in 3D space. It's pretty jank, and I don't remember how to move the camera. I can rotate it, I just don't know how to move it.
Hey, gears coming down.
You gotta remember to land on the numbers.
Yep. I got this. Notch of flaps. Numbers.
I want to slow down a bit more. You're going a bit fast.
Yep. Dropping down. Just as you said that. Am I stopping on the numbers or touching the numbers on touchdown?
Touching the numbers.
Okay, okay.
That'd be illegal to stop on the numbers.
Right, I was like, oh, okay.
Then you'd be landing before
Right?
you're supposed to.
Right? I missed it, but not too bad.
So close.
Flaps going up. Oh, this is a runway. I want to turn here.
You're fine.
And remember 18 Romeo, taxi to parking via right onto Charlie, and to parking. Have a good night.
Taxi to parking right via Charlie, and have a good night, and thank you, SDW. Much appreciated. Yeah, I opted not to go up the runway. So I'm gonna hit.
Remember 18 Romeo, make the right onto Foxtrot. It'll
Yep.
look like a runway in your sim. And then right onto Charlie. Cross runway 14 at Charlie.
Right on Foxtrot, looks like a runway. Right onto Charlie, cross 14 to GA parking 18 Romeo.
Really, this airport's almost all GA parking except for a small Air National Guard ramp.
Oh, thanks for the cheers. I heard something. I just looked down and saw what that was. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like close enough.
All right, looking for Charlie. Curtis, you still there? And
Looks like
maybe
he's
Charlie right there. Nice. Bree, I'm so glad that you got the radio going. Pretty cool.
Yeah, this is great. I learned a lot tonight. I'm no expert, but I have a general idea of what happens here. And thank you, SCW and Phlox. This is great stuff. It's fun to follow along and learn about this.
And one cool thing I would like to add is, you know, we were at a different airport, a different controller way back when SDW and I were doing it together, um, and then I've done this with SDW off stream once a number of months ago, as I recall, and it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it probably kind of does, but so far in my experience, you know, the pattern work, the call outs, um, are pretty much the same, where you can start committing them to muscle memory and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's how the FAA works.
Yep.
Except when you go into a Bravo, it's very slightly different. It's like really the only difference is they can give you orders if you know you really need to get out of the way of something, and you know they gotta clear you into the Bravo, and that's about it.
Nice. All right, now kill these engines intentionally. Parking brake is set.
Personal aircraft, this frequency, Holman Tower will be closing in about 5 minutes. So if anyone wants to, get out of here before I close, just let me know.
Man, this is so cool.
Very cool.
The view from up here in the tower. Nice.
Wow.
Stole Sim Pilot, thank you for flying along with us. STW, man, thank you for doing this. It's been something we've been talking about for a year and a half, not 2 years. It's been a long time overdue, and I just want to say it was worth the wait, and thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. This has really been great.
And Stole Sim, you're coming in kind of scratchy.
Kind of scratchy? Like how scratchy?
Robotic. Now I could hear what you said that time.
I'm using my phone for Discord.
Yeah, that was better right there. That was a lot better. So yeah, thank you for flying along. It was great to have you up in the pattern with us, and then everybody else that was up in the pattern with us tonight as well. And thank you to the folks that came over from STW stream. Good stuff. Larry Gopnik with the subscription here, 9 months. Good stuff. STW resubscribed tonight as well, 6 months. Thank you, STW. Way to kick off the stream. Good, so cool. Dicey Fish Control followed. Viper 4321 followed, as did Eagle 0 followed, and some bits from STW for getting close to those numbers. Now I'll just never know how many more bits I might have gotten if I did hit the numbers.
I probably would have put a 69 in there or something.
There you go. All right, everybody. Good times. Thanks again. Hey, Tree, thanks for being there and joining us and trying this out tonight. It was so good that you were able to get us on the radio.
Yeah, it really was, and sorry I didn't fly, but I learned a lot tonight, so I'm well along becoming up to your level and STW. So thank you both.
You're
Very much.
welcome. Now we just got to
Everybody
remember.
joined us.
Yeah, we just got to remember what we did and undo it so we can fly normal.
True.
Oh man.
We didn't
Uh,
do more. It's been forever since I've been on.
Oh, what was that? Stoll, you broke up again.
I said we need to do VATSIM more often. It's been forever since I've been
Oh
on.
yeah. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, I'm gonna see if we can raid somebody, and we'll see you all Saturday morning. And yeah, good stuff. Thanks again, Stu.
All right,
Let's
you
do-
guys. Good night. Thanks so much.
Night.
Tree.
Hey Curtis, I'll see you in a bit if I don't hear you after I get done with the outro. Okay.
All
Thanks
right,
again.
I'll be in here.
All right,
Tree for a little.
okay.
Don't need to pretend.